got so much fucking design on right now. Bring it down, bring it down, make it come out. I got 3 whole thoughts, I'm the bitches on my line, and you know.
The day Kim Yoo Jung almost gave up, and what Song Kang did next will break your heart. What if I told you that behind the bright smiles, the red carpets, and the glittering lights of the entertainment world, there was a day when one of Korea's most beloved stars almost walked away from it all? What if I told you that Kim Yoo Jung, the golden girl of Korean drama, the face of innocence and grace, once stood on the edge of giving up everything she had built? And that in her darkest moment. It was Song Kang, the man who once called her my strength on set, who stepped back into her life and changed everything. Hold on tight, K-drama family. The world of your favorite celebrities is unfolding before your eyes, and every moment is more breathtaking than the last. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. This is the story of the day Kim Yoo Jung almost gave up, and the love, courage, and quiet devotion that brought her back. It began quietly. No one knew. No headline, no interview, no press release hinted at what was coming. In early 2025, Kim Yoo Jung was at the height of her fame. A string of hit dramas, global endorsements, magazine covers, she was everywhere. To the world, she looked untouchable, the actress who had grown from a child star into a woman loved by millions. But behind the smiles, something was breaking. Those close to her said she barely slept. That she moved from one set to another without pause. That her eyes, once so full of life, had begun to dim. She smiled for the cameras, but the weight behind that smile was unbearable. And one day, when the cameras finally stopped rolling, she broke. It was late. The filming for her new project had ended just past midnight. She sat alone in her car, the city lights blurring outside the window. Her phone buzzed, notifications, messages, offers, schedules, and for the first time, she didn't care. She put the phone down and whispered to herself, I can't do this anymore. That night, she didn't go home. She drove aimlessly through Seoul until the streets grew quiet and empty. The girl who had held the nation's heart since she was 9 sat in a parking lot, alone, fighting tears that refused to stop. Her manager called. Her family texted. But she didn't reply. The next morning, she was supposed to film a commercial, but she didn't show up. Her team panicked. The news almost leaked. Until one person found her. Song Kang. They hadn't worked together for months. Their last drama, When the Stars Align, had been a massive success. Their chemistry, effortless. Their friendship, undeniable. But after filming ended, life, fame, and schedules had pulled them apart. Until he saw a message that changed everything. A simple text from her manager, she's not answering anyone. Please, if you can, find her. Without a word, Seong Kong left his shoot and drove across the city. Hours later, he found her, sitting on a quiet overlook, staring at the Han River. She didn't even turn when she heard his footsteps. For a long moment, he just stood behind her, watching the girl who had once been the light of every room. Then, softly, he said, Why didn't you call me? Her voice cracked. I didn't want anyone to see me like this. He moved closer. You've always been the strongest person I know, Yoo Jung. She shook her head, tears spilling down her cheeks. I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of pretending I'm fine when I'm not. He knelt beside her. The night wind was cold, the city below them silent. And in that quiet, Song Kang did something he had never done before. He took her hand, and didn't say a word. Sometimes, the right silence can heal more than 1,000 speeches. For nearly an hour, they sat there, no cameras, no scripts, no lines to memorize. Just 2 people, one broken, one holding on for both of them. Finally, she whispered, Do you ever wonder what it's all for? He looked at her, really looked at her, and said softly, It's for moments like this. When someone needs you, and you're still here to be needed. She turned toward him, eyes red, and for the first time that night, she smiled, faint, but real. In the days that followed, Song Kang refused to let her disappear. He texted her every morning, "Did you eat? Go outside today. Remember who you are." He dropped by her set, sometimes just to sit quietly off camera, so she knew she wasn't alone. And little by little, Kim Yoo Jung began to find her way back. Her laughter returned. Her spark came back. And when fans saw her smile again, they thought it was just another comeback. But those who knew it was something far deeper. Months later, at an award ceremony, Kim Yoo Jung took the stage to accept the Excellence in Acting Award. She looked radiant, unshaken, but as she began her speech, her voice trembled. "There was a time," she said, "when I thought I had lost my way." The audience fell silent. But someone reminded me that strength isn't about never falling, it's about having someone there to help you stand again. Her eyes searched the crowd. And there he was. Song Kang. Smiling up at her. Proud. Quiet. She smiled back, a smile that carried every unspoken thank you in the world. When the ceremony ended, they didn't pose together. They didn't announce anything. They didn't need to. Because the truth was already there, in every look, every unspoken moment, every small act of love that never needed the world's approval. Later that night, Song Kang posted a photo, a blurry shot of the night sky above Seoul. No caption. Just a single star glowing brighter than the rest. And minutes later, Kim Yoo Jung posted her own photo. The same sky. The same star. Her caption read, "Even when I wanted to give up, someone held the light for me." The world cried. The comments flooded with hearts, prayers, and awe. Because it wasn't just about fame or romance anymore. It was about survival. About love that heals quietly, without needing credit. About the man who didn't try to fix her, he just stayed. It had been months since that night by the river, the night when Kim Yoo Jung almost gave up, and Song Kang refused to let her fall. But what the world didn't know, was that out of that darkness, a rebirth was quietly beginning. The girl who had once whispered, "I can't do this anymore," was about to step back into the light. Stronger. Wiser. And forever changed. It started with a script. Her agency sent it to her one quiet morning in March. A new drama, titled When the Heart Forgets. A story about a woman who loses everything, only to find hope again through a stranger who never stops believing in her. She read the first line. And stopped. It was too familiar. Too close to what she had lived through. Every word felt like a mirror, reflecting the pain, the silence, the fragile strength it took to heal. For hours, she sat with the script in her lap, the morning light spilling through her window, her heart torn between fear and courage. Then she remembered his voice, calm, steady, unshakable. "It's for moments like this, when someone needs you, and you're still here to be needed." And with that, she picked up the phone. "I'll do it," she said softly. "I'm ready." The announcement broke the internet. Kim Yoo Jung, back on screen after a long hiatus. Fans rejoiced, but no one understood the weight behind her return. Behind the flawless press photos, the tailored interviews, the poised smile, was a woman reclaiming her own story. And beside her, though far from the spotlight, was Seong Kong. That night, fans flooded social media with one sentence: "This isn't just an actress's comeback. It's a love story written in resilience." And they were right. Because When the Heart Forgets wasn't just a drama. It was her message to the world, and to him. That love doesn't always arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it comes quietly. Sometimes it shows up on the darkest night and simply refuses to leave. And sometimes, that's all it takes to bring someone back to life.